All right. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We back one time for the one time. And people believe that Canelo Alvarez and Rocky Fielding is automatically going to be on the DAZN. Here to tell you that's not true. We're going to talk about the other network that the fight could go on and probably will go on. And we got a couple nuggets to drop in this video. News that might be going under the radar. Don't forget, I'll link the article link in the description so you know there's trio. If I forget, let me know in the comment section so I can source it, okay? But, we back doing what we does. And also, before I get into the video, don't forget Boxing 101 Early Morning Grind. Monday through Friday, our live boxing talk show, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Goodfellas Sports TV. And if you miss it, it'll still be up on YouTube. Or if you don't want to watch it with the YouTube app open, it will be over at our podcast later that afternoon. Okay, the podcast link in the description. Just click the link, either go to the website or download the free Castbox app, and it'll take you straight there. You just sign up with your Google or Facebook account. It's that simple. And you can check out all the material we got on there, which is more than boxing. But it's a chance that HBO can put on Canelo pay-per-view. And HBO may have 2 cards left. The last card is supposed to be Danny Jacobs taking on Sergey Derevyanchenko for Golovkin's vacant IBF belt. He was stripped for fighting Violence Monterossi and not Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's October 27th, I believe. He's supposed to be HBO's farewell, boxing card. I believe HBO will get back in boxing at some point in probably the distant future, in my opinion. And also, Jim Lampley will be employed at HBO still. Okay, I learned that about a couple days ago. He will be employed at HBO. He will be doing documentaries, and I think the fight game will still go on. Okay, just to let people know that. The rest of them dudes fired. Okay, they done. Capiche. But HBO is rumored to have 2 more cards with Golden Boy fighters. December 8th is probably going to be a Jaime Munguia card. It'll be like his 6th or 7th time fighting this year. But December 8th, Jaime Munguia might have a card, and I think Dimitri Bivol might slide up on that card as well. That's just my, what I'm hearing as far as the card. And I think Dimitri Bivol was supposed to fight Joseph Smith Jr. on that date as well. And then they rumored to come back a week later and do Canelo Alvarez and Rocky Fielding on December 15th. And Eddie Hearn said it's strictly up to Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. It's up to them to know where they want to put this fight on. Okay, they want to put it on the DAZN. They want to put it on HBO. And Oscar De La Hoya said he's been in talks with HBO. The fight will be December 15th, Saturday, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Okay, the bum bash between Canelo Alvarez and Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding is a regular WA champion. At 168 pounds, super middleweight. I remember George Groves was just a regular super middleweight champion. I forgot who was the super middleweight champion before George Groves. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Badou Jack. I know Badou Jack held the WBC belt. I'm not sure if he held the WBA belt, but somehow Groves got upgraded to super WBA champion. And I think Rocky Fielding beat Tyrone Zegua, or whatever the dude's name is, for the regular WA belt. What I understand, I had a guy, Alex Santos from the UK on. He told me that on the live show, the stream we did yesterday, that Rocky Fielding is not even known by casual domestic UK fans. He said he's only known by hardcore fans. I took a look at some of his highlights. I had to really go in depth on breaking tape down, but I don't think he got nothing for nobody in the division. He's not a real world champion. This is not a real world champion belt. I don't know. It's criminal for boxing to call fighters world champion or title holders, what I call them, because a champion signifies that you are the best in the division. Okay, you are the best in the division. You are the best. You never see multiple champions. Okay, in professional sports, it's one champion. Okay. So these dudes are title holders until we have a lineal champion, a real lineal champion at a division. He beat his arch rival. He beat the other elite fighters, okay? Elite title holders in the division. I don't know how they can call people world champions or world title holders when you got a secondary title belt, okay? You're not a world champion. And this is a super cherry pick, but it could be on the DAZN. It could be on HBO. I think Oscar and them they'd rather push HBO to do one more card. Not sure if they're going to push this on on pay-per-view or regular HBO. I will hopefully it'll be regular HBO. But knowing HBO frugal budget right now and how they don't want to spend on boxing, they're probably spending that money on another TV show. You might see this going to pay-per-view, and I wouldn't watch it either way. The DAZN, pay-per-view, at a flea market, at the movie theater. I'm not watching this crap. And boxing can continue to sell bum bashes and continue to sell cherry picks and bullshit fights, and they can continue to do that because fans are going to continue to eat it up. Canelo got a lot of fans. He's very, very popular. And people and boxing fans and hardcore fans are real. They real. You know how they are, man. They gonna cave in and they know the sport on or another fight's on that night. They gonna cave in and they gonna watch it. I done caved in and watched fights I said I wasn't gonna watch before. I'm a victim to, what they call buyer's remorse or streamer's remorse. It is what it is. But HBO might not be done yet exactly, but after the 2 fights, they may be done. But I do predict that they will come back in boxing. I do see that probably not this year, next year, or sometime in the distant future, in my opinion. But yeah, everybody's trying to say this is on the DAZN, it's on the DAZN. No, it's not on the DAZN yet. I wanted to put that out there, man. I know most people is already licking their chops and ready to get a DAZN $9.99, but there's a reason why boxing can get out this way. Boxing can never get right. This is why they'll never reach the masses of casual fans that rather take their viewership to baseball, basketball, football in the United States. And that's why. Because boxing can never do the right thing. They never give the fans why it's hot, fresh out the oven, the prime fights that we deserve, that we want, that we garnish, and they won't do it. It's too many white collars, too much money on the line. A lot of these dudes, a lot of these promoters, like Eddie Hearn say, I will say this. He said a lot of these promoters are hanging on by a thread. I'm paraphrasing. He said a lot of these promoters are effed up, promising people money that they ain't even got. And like I said, Oscar De La Hoya, his company's fate is in Canelo Alvarez's hands. So if you got all your chips in one basket, then you don't want that basket to get flipped over and spill over. So he gonna protect that basket. And unfortunate for boxing fans, it's always gonna be those casual slappy fans or those hardcore slappy fans that's gonna rationalize everything Canelo do. And I said earlier, if Canelo can beat him clearly juicing and cheating and failing 2 drug tests and then looking like a gladiator versus first Triple G fight, then his stamina increased in the second Triple G fight still. And Teddy Atlas called him out on that, and nobody's calling, horseshit, and people still supporting the juicer and the performance-enhancing drug cheat. Well, at the end of the day, nothing gonna stick on him, man. Nothing gonna stick on him. He got the complexion for the selection, and he got the complexion for the selection to still fight Rocky Fielding and get away with it. I'm not gonna sit here and complain and cry about the situation. Like I said, that's why I changed my name. I'm cutting the boxing content out a lot. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it is what it is, man. Tired of fighting the battles and fighting the wars. And our fighters get treated a certain type of way and other fighters get treated and get a pass. And that's just life. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do a separate stream on that later tonight. I think I will do that, man, before McGregor and them go on. But, yeah. So, don't be banking on HBO being dead yet. Don't be banking that this fight going on the DAZN just yet. And, to kind of end the video, I mean, what kind of notoriety or what popularity boost could this fight get to the DAZN? Would I subscribe to see this fight? Me personally, I'm not supporting the DAZN. I told you why in plenty of videos before. Eddie can shove it. But I think it will drive some Mexican fans and some Mexican-American fans to the DAZN. But would it drive 1 million people to pay $10 to the DAZN for Rocky Fielding? I think not. I don't think it would drive... I don't think HBO can drive 500,000 people for a $50 pay-per-view for this fight, versus Rocky Fielding, but they did 350 with Liam Smith. So maybe they can get to 500. This is my personal opinion where I'm living at and how I'm living at my life. At December, that Saturday, I'll just be doing something else, okay? Actually, it's a very insignificant day, December 15th for me in my life, so I won't be paying this no attention, okay? I'll be doing other things and doing what I need to do. But hey, it is what it is. Like I just say, HBO ain't dead in the water just yet, okay? And the DAZN ain't got this fight locked down at all. And I'll link the article to the description. Shout out to the entire Lions Den Box community. Shout out to the LDBC Lions Den Box community. Make sure you check us out Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Share the videos. Check us out on Instagram with the dope memes and the funny ish, on Facebook as well. And share these videos, man. Screen record them with your iPhone, your screen record app. And, spread the word. We try to reach the 10 bands to go all the way up. But y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.